Hello, hello friends. I'm Tara Stiles and I'm thrilled to take you through a nice gentle yoga practice so you can simply feel better. My goodness, you deserve that. We'll get into those tight and stuck areas physically and also, of course, emotionally as well, and simply see what happens. And a huge thank you to you and everyone supporting Dress for Success, really helping so many women around the world to economic and really freedom of life. So I'm thrilled to be here, and let's get right to it. So before we even start our first movement here in our yoga practice, of course, make sure to take care of yourself every moment along the way. So as you walk around your space, as you cruise down to the ground here, crawl down here easily, gently with you. Start to move with a little bit more care, a little bit more consideration for yourself. And this, of course, is something that you can practice all of the time, at least whenever you remember. Let yourself start to roll around here, a little bit side to side or easy forward and back. Make some nice physical contact with yourself, maybe a forearm into your thigh here. Let your whole self just lean. Notice how you feel. Breathe big and deep. And when your attention is pulled toward another area, let yourself cruise on over there. Maybe a hand to your ankle or an elbow into your thigh, or maybe your arms just support you on the ground in front of you. Let yourself simply roll around how it feels useful for you right now. Starting to tune into what's going on with you. Eventually bringing yourself toward a more neutral place. Let everything soften a bit here. Notice as you soften, your breath simply moves through you and moves you physically, emotionally as well. All of a sudden, you don't need to try to breathe bigger, breathe more full and deep. The act of softening lets your breath right in like it's been waiting outside the door. Simply, door is flung wide open. Take a big inhale, reach your arms up. Bring your palms together, plug on in here, really connect something to yourself. Maybe that's simply thumbs to your heartbeat here. If that doesn't feel so comfortable, maybe hands to your belly, just pressing in here gently, or hands down is great too. Most important is your movement helps you feel more like yourself. 3 breaths here. Big inhale. Long exhale. Twice more. Big inhale. Long exhale. Once more. Big inhale. Long exhale. Relax here. Lean on over toward your right side. Just fall down. Let the ground catch you. You don't have to resist the ground. Just fall over there. Opposite arm can stretch up. Roll around here. However, it's actually nice for you. Maybe a little lean forward or a little lean back. Eventually coming back up here. And same thing other side. Falling over. It might feel a little bit or a lot different here. Let your movements respond to how you feel right now. Notice what's going on with you. Hang out in any place that feels a little stuck, feels a little tight. Give yourself a few extra big breaths there. Give yourself that attention. Coming all the way back up there, cruising forward here from your middle. Ease on down there. Let the rest of you just be attached to your middle, so no extra work here, hanging over. Coming all the way back up there. Keep on going until your hands just fall behind you on the ground there as you push down to lift up. Big stretch. Ease yourself back down here. A little rock a bit side to side to give yourself a nice neutral place here. Notice how you feel. And let's move here. Lean to the side. Slide your legs all the way around behind you. Just crawling here gently. Let all your movements come from the middle of you. The rest of you is just going along for that ride. Hanging out here on all fours. Let yourself roll around a bit. Maybe shifting back into your heels might feel awesome. Or a little roll around here. When you find a place that feels a little stuck or a little tense, let yourself hang there for a little while, just like you would a good friend that's having a problem. You'd pick up the phone and simply listen. Giving yourself that same care, that same attention here. Breathing big. Lean yourself forward a little bit, start to walk your knees back. Gently sinking on down here toward the ground, letting your middle shift and drift here. Maybe staying up high feels like the best spot for you right now. If that feels like too much, no worries. Just cruise on down a little bit more, a lot more, until you find that place where you feel a good opening, but no big stress, no panic there. Draw your shoulders down your back, open up the front of you. Keeping your knees on the ground here, shift up and back onto all fours. Crawl toward your left side so much that your right foot can slide up here for a nice low lunge. Pick yourself up a bit so that back knee can scooch back a little bit there, easy, nice and stable. And rock yourself here a bit side to side so your hands find the right place to land on the ground here, easy. Breathing big. Lean toward your left side, big, and now pull your right side up for a nice twist. And all the way back here toward your middle, lean right, roll open. One more time each side here, back to your middle, lean left, twist open. All the way back here toward your middle, lean right, roll open. All the way back here toward your middle, little rock left and right to land on that nice centered place. Tuck your back toes, keeping this back knee on the ground. Shift up and back toward your runner stretch. Lean left as you go, and then lean right so you really find that nice spot. Maybe staying up high or sitting back onto your heel. No one version of the movement is better than the other. The best one is the one that you can do easily, and you find a bit of a stretch, find a bit of an opening, but there's no big tension, there's no big panic here. You stay in that process of what can you do by moving well from your middle. More becomes possible, which is just so great. You don't need to push through panic to get more. Crawl yourself back out toward that nice low lunge. Tuck your back toes, lift up. Walk your hands back here, drop over your legs, easy. Nice bend in your knees. Hanging here. Sink all the way back toward that low lunge there. Let your hands support you. Soften your back knee down. Gently crawl toward that open side so much that this top leg frees up and slides back around. Other side, move yourself over toward your right from your middle. This left leg easily just slides up there. Pick yourself up so that back knee can scooch back a little bit there. Move your middle here. A little bit left, a little bit right to find this easy place. Breathing big. Lean toward your right side, big, and now pull your left side up for a nice twist. And all the way back here toward your middle, lean, roll open. One more time each side here, back to your middle, lean, open up. And all the way back here toward your middle, lean, roll open. All the way back here toward your middle, little rock right. And then roll left, landing on that nice centered place. Tuck your back toes, keeping this back knee on the ground. Shift up and back toward that runner stretch, leaning right, then left as you go. So not just straight back. That's a great way to cause a little bit of problems there for you. So move around the position there to find that best spot, find those places that feel a little stuck, feel a little tight. Not just physically, but including your whole self to be open to what's going on with you. Crawling all the way back out toward that nice low lunge. Tuck your back toes, lift up. Walk your hands back here. Drop over your legs. Easy. Nice. Bend in your knees. Rolling around a bit here. Sink right back toward that low lunge here. Soften your back knee down gently. You're safe. Crawl toward that open side so much that top leg can slide back around. Move your middle back onto all fours here, finding this nice home base. Letting every movement be stable. Every moment can be a nice home base. Never getting to somewhere better, always making where you are better by improving your body position, improving your connection with your breath and your body, your whole self together. Tucking your toes from your middle, lift up. Nice big down dog here, settle in. Easy bend in your knees, let yourself shift and drift here a little bit side to side until you land on that nice centered, balanced place. Little bend in your knees here, nothing stuck or rigid. Even when you're still, your breath is moving you. Every inhale, expanding. Every exhale, softening you in a little bit more. 3 breaths here. Big inhale, high up on toward your toes. Easy. Drop your heels and relax. Little shift and drift in that relax. 2 more times. Big inhale pulls you up like a wave. Easy. Drop and relax. Little roll. 1 more time. Big inhale, lift high. Easy. Drop and relax. Little roll. Crawl up toward the top of your space there. Shift all the way to one side so your belly moves. Then a foot and a hand cross. So every moment is a perfect moment here. Every moment becomes a nice, useful place. An easy stretch here. Nothing's ever a transition to get to somewhere better. Hanging over gently. Roll everything up towards standing here. Crawl up yourself gently. Big inhale, reach up. Stay standing here. Relax your arms down easy. 2 more times like that. Big inhale, reach. Easy. Right back down. 1 more time. Big inhale, reach. Bring your palms together. Plug on in. Same as your beginning. Maybe thumbs to your heartbeat here. Feels perfect, or maybe hands to your belly is better, or maybe just arms down. Finding yourself here nice and balanced and easy. Watching your breath move you here. Again, this is an all the time practice here. We don't need to be stiff and tense walking around. You can be easy and calm, movable, so your breath can move you physically and your whole self. Helps those around you feel better too, which is super cool. All right, big inhale, reach up. Easy, all the way up and over here. Crawl toward your right side, slide your left leg way back here, low lunge. Scoot your feet a little bit apart so you're nice and stable. We're coming up to stand. A little bend in that back knee, roll yourself up nice and tall, lift. Easy, sink low here. Make sure you're not kind of pitched forward a little bit, causing stress on your back. So a little bend in that back knee, bring yourself, might feel like you're even leaning back, but nice and balanced on your center. A couple more times, big inhale, lift. Easy, right in the middle low. Let your breath do this, big inhale, lift. Easy, right in the middle low. One more time. Big inhale, reach up. Twist toward your front leg from your middle. Everything comes around from here. Big inhale pulls you up high. Two more times here from your middle, around. Big inhale, lift up. One more time here from your middle. Everything follows around. Lift up and open warrior two. Back heel finds your ground here. Turn your back toes in so that heel's back behind you, right toes are forward. Everything opens out like a nice bird gliding here in the center. Easy. 3 breaths. Big inhale. Naturally lifts everything up. Easy. All the way back out. Wait for your breath to start to lift you. Big inhale. Pulls you up. How nice is that? Easy. All the way back out. So it's a breath-body connection here, not at the same time. Big inhale. Breath starts to pull you and gently guide you back in. How nice. Tip all the way back, reverse. Lengthen out through that front leg. Side angle here. Bend your knees a bit so you've got some space. Up and over. Rest your forearm gently on your thigh. Back arm floats up and over. Roll your belly open here. Lean back a bit. Little bend in that back knee. Reach your top arm back behind you. Big inhale brings you up through your middle. High. Easy. Follow that breath back down. Tip back, reverse. Lean back. Take that front leg with you. And up and over. Bend through your knees. Slide forward. Rest. Just like you'd rest a cup of coffee on a table there. Roll open. Low lunge. Turn your middle down toward the ground. That left hand catches you. Then that right one. Lift up. Walk your hands back here. Drop over your legs here. Put a little bend in your knees. There's not pressure, just on one muscle group here, one superficial, isolated part. Let this be about all of you here. So a little softness in your knees, a little softness in all of you. So the opening becomes a big circle from the bottom of your feet all the way up and around all of you here. More going on with all of you. Sink right back toward a nice low lunge here. Scoot your feet a little bit apart so you're nice and stable. We're coming up again. A little bend in that back knee. Roll up nice and tall. Lift. Everything back down here. Lean left. Slide on back toward your down dog here. Settle in. Put a nice bend in your knees. Let yourself shift and drift around here so this feels like you. All of these movements should essentially feel like your idea, moving from your middle. We're just following something along together. Easy. Crawl back up toward the top of your space there. Belly, foot in a hand, belly, foot in a hand. Let yourself find the big or little stretches or moments along the way that feel interesting or useful or nice. Just cruise around. No rush. Roll yourself up towards standing here. Crawl up yourself so there's no dizzy surprise. Big inhale, reach. Easy, all the way up and over your legs here. Crawl toward your left side. Slide this right leg way back here. Nice low lunge. Scoot your feet a little bit apart and so you're nice and stable. Coming up to stand. You don't want to have your feet in a line there, so you're on a tightrope there. Be stable. Roll yourself up tall. Lift. Easy. Sink nice and low here. 3 breaths. Big inhale. Easy. Exhale. Couple more times. Simply wait for it. Breath lifts you and breath brings you back in. Big inhale, lift. Easy. Relax it. Big inhale, lift. Twist toward your front leg from your very middle. Everything comes around. Hello, hello. Big inhale, lift up. Couple more times here. Easy around everything. Big inhale, lift. One more time there. Easy everything around. Lift up. And keep opening warrior two here. Back heel finds your ground. Adjust your feet so you're stable. So that back heel goes back behind you. Toes come in. Left toes forward. Kind of like you're squishing into some good feeling mud. Easy. Nice and stable and squishy there. 3 breaths. Big inhale, lift. Everything back out. Just wait for it. Let your breath do the work. Lift up. Our most renewable resource right here, flowing through us. How cool is that? One more time. Breathe in. Just go with that movement. Breathe out. Gently, everything moving together. Tip all the way back, reverse. Lengthen out through that front leg and side angle here. Bend your knees up and over. Rest your forearm. Back arm floats up and over. Roll your belly open. Lean back, just like you're leaning on a good friend there. A little bend in your back knee. Reach your top arm back. Big inhale pulls you up. Easy. Sink back low. Tip back, reverse. Lean back. Big stretch and wave up and over. Bend your knees. Just fall on that thigh. Back arm floats up and over. Everything moving together like a big concert. Opening up. Low lunge. Turn your middle down toward the ground. That right hand catches you. Then that left one lift up. Walk your hands back. Drop over your legs easy. Nice bend in your knees. And let yourself be free here to move. There's no rule that says holding on to tension is a good thing here. Be in the right body position here. Let your breath move you. And then our job is to simply notice what's going on. Respond to what we find. Sink it right back toward that low lunge there. Scoot your feet a little bit apart, nice and stable. Roll up through your middle, tall lift. Easy. Back down here, lean right. Slide on back, down dog. Settle in. Nice wu wei here. Beautiful concept that means use what you need, rest what you don't. Kind of like conservation of the environment, but for yourself. Inner peace. Crawl back out toward your plank pose. Nice long wave here. Walk your hands a little bit forward, your feet back, so you're in a stable position here. A little rock a bit side to side, easy forward and back. Even though there's some effort to stay in a place like this, it doesn't mean that you need to introduce stress and tension here. Stay movable, stay easy. It's a great strategy when things are easy. It's also a great strategy when things get a little bit more challenging. Roll a little bit here. Side plank on your right side, rock left, then roll right. Big, easy stretch, open everything up. All the way back here toward your middle, other side, lift up, roll left, stretch everything open. All the way back here toward your middle, soften your knees down gently, easily. Sink your hips. Floating on down here. Maybe high feels great this time, or a little bit lower, a lot lower. Listen to what you find. Draw your shoulders down your back, open up. Keeping your knees on the ground here, shift up and back. Your call if you want to rest in a nice child's pose here, reaching your hips to your heels. Great spot. If that's not so nice on you for whatever reason, just come up to sit here for a moment, or another way that's comfortable. Take a big inhale. Long exhale. Everything go there. Crawl back up onto all fours. Sliding out. Rolling around a bit here gently. Eventually we'll meet in your down dog. No hurry to get there. Tuck in your toes from your middle. Lift up. Pulling up and back. Settling in. Your breath is doing all the lifting for you. You get to simply go along for the ride of that breath. Lean toward your left side, big, and now pull your right leg up and back behind you. Nice down dog split, really softly opening here. Put an easy bend in both knees. Let that top leg just hang off a bit. Explore, roll around a bit here. Low lunge, lean all the way left. Slide this foot onto it. Let's go for a warrior one. So spin your back heel down to the ground so both feet are on the ground there. Crawl yourself back a little bit. So as you roll up, this should feel nice too. Big inhale, lift. Every easy movement and moment is a nice feeling here. At least it can be. Rolling yourself toward your center here, just like you'd be rowing a boat, easy. Nothing forced, nothing big and jerky and final, just going in the direction you'd like to head. Consistently moving there, easy. Nice to yourself in the process. Big inhale, lift up. Easy. Drop your hands down behind you. Get your fingertips together here. Big inhale, lift. And all the way up and over here, right inside this leg. Relax your hands down. Come onto your back toes, scooching your front foot out toward your side a bit. Soften your back knee down toward the ground. Take your time here. See what's going on. Maybe right here is a super big moment. Give yourself the time and your breath to see what's happening. If there's more room and if it feels nice, lean around to one side so that left arm comes down. Lean around left so that right arm comes down. Maybe a little rock here. Lots of places to stop and get out and look at the scenic view along the way. None are better than the other. It's really up to what you find and what you feel. Eventually coming up out of this one here, straighten up your arms a bit. Tuck your back toes, straighten up your back leg. Turn your front toes out to the side, reach this arm up and back, nice big stretch. Keep on rocking till you land on that outside edge of your back foot. Sweep your top leg up and around, maybe a side plank or maybe a rock star, reaching these top toes back behind you. Big stretch, opening and low lunge. Bring your middle around. So this right foot slides on forward there. Scoot your back foot out a little bit there, finding your hands on the ground nice and stable. We'll come up here, roll up through your middle tall lift. And a little familiar twist toward your front leg, around. Hello again. Lift up. Open warrior two here. Back heel finds your ground. Turn your back toes in. Heel back behind you. Squishing your feet in that mud. Soften back out. Tip back, reverse. Lean back. Take that front leg with you. And side angle here. Bend through your knees up and over. Gently rest that forearm. Roll your belly open. Lean back. Low lunge. Turn your middle down toward the ground. That left hand catches you. Then that right one lift up. Walk your hands back, drop over your legs, easy. Come forward this time here, bend through your knees here, lean back a little bit, crawl yourself forward so this back leg comes up because it's attached to you, not because you're pulling it up there. And roll up to stand, soften, round on up, gently. Give this shin a nice squeeze, little roll in your hips. And find a nice tree pose here. Maybe your foot's on your thigh or toes can be on the ground there too. Find a version that's easy for you, that's not causing any panic. Maybe hands to your belly or thumbs to your heartbeat or arms up. Let yourself be soft enough here so you can sway in the breeze a bit. Thankfully, all the trees are perfectly unique and awesome. Keeping the forest interesting. There's not one perfect, better position here. We need them all. Big squeeze of that shin. And bring your foot right back down there. Lean a little left, lean a little right. Back to your center. Easy, standing in line, pose, making the world a better place by simply standing and having a good connection, yoga pose. We can all do that one. Big inhale, reach up. Easy, all the way up and over there. Find the ground, crawl on back toward your down dog here, settle. Let's go other side here, lean right. Big inhale, pull this left leg up and back behind you. Nice stretch here, bend through both knees. Maybe hang off that top leg there, gently roll around, explore. Eventually low lunge, lean all the way right. So there's room for this left foot to slide forward there. Spin your back heel down to the ground. Roll up through your middle, easy on your back, nice and high. And row in that boat around, warrior one. Rolling your hips and belly around toward your front. Nothing forced, nothing aggressive here. Simply move in the direction you'd like to go. Big inhale, lift. Gently drop on down here, catch your fingers behind you. Big inhale, lift. All the way up and over here, right inside this leg. Let your hands catch you on the ground. Come onto your back toes. Front foot starts to scooch out to the side a bit there. Ease that back knee down toward the ground. Simply see what's happening right here. Let all your movements come from the middle of you, not from your fingers or your head and neck. Your middle moves here. Get a nice release for your head and neck because it's attached to your middle, just rippling and rolling around, getting into all those good spots without the force. Maybe where you are is awesome, or a little lean left. Come on down right, lean right, come on down left. Choose your scenic adventure here. Maybe right here is great, or come to the outside edge of this front foot here. Move slowly enough so you can find all those good spots. If you're low, cruising back up here. Tuck your back toes, lengthen up your back leg here. Turn your front toes up to the side. Reach this arm up and back. Nice big stretch here. Keep on rocking until you land on that outside edge of your back foot. Sweep your top leg up and around, side plank, or maybe a big rock star. Nice opening, big stretch. And low lunge here. Turn your middle toward the ground so that left foot slides forward there. Scoot your back foot out a little bit there, nice and stable. Roll up through your middle, tall lift. Nice and familiar, twist toward your front leg. Hello again, around. Lift up. Open warrior two, back heel finds your ground. Turn your back toes in, squish your feet around here. Always adjusting to find that best position here, easy. Tip all the way back, reverse, lean back, big stretch. Side angle there, bend through your knees up and over, rest your forearm gently, back arm floats up and over, roll your belly open, lean back like you're leaning on a friend. Low lunge, just turn your middle down toward the ground, that right hand just catches you. How nice is that? Left hand catches you, lift up, walk your hands back, drop over your legs, easy. Coming forward here, bend through your knees, lean back, look forward, crawl yourself forward so your back leg floats up there. Round up to stand here, soften, roll on up gently. Give your shin a squeeze, little roll here in your hips. And find your tree, maybe your foot's high or low, somewhere in between. Let this position feel like you. So adjust how you need for that to happen. And practicing moving well, practicing letting your breath move you. We're also practicing including ourselves in all of that, noticing what's going on. Take a big inhale, give that shin a squeeze. And bring that foot right back down there. Lean a little right, lean a little left, back to your center. Standing in line. position. Easy. And when you do this, you can freely move here a little side to side. You can see how this would also affect everyone else in a positive way. You can bring other people into balance with your skills of bringing yourself into balance here. So, little secret side effects there. Big inhale, reach up. Easy, all the way up and over there. Find the ground. Crawl on back here toward your down dog. Settle, a nice big bend in your knees. Easy pull of your middle there, side to side. Roll back out toward this plank pose, nice long wave. We'll hang here for just a bit. Simply experiencing how something that's challenging doesn't need to include a panic. A little bit roll side to side, easy forward and back. Use what you need, drop everything you don't need to be here, so no funky trying to push the floor away. It's not going to happen. The floor is probably going to stay where it is. Simply allowing yourself to be in the best body position that you can, letting your breath move you. Inhales filling you up, exhales making it a bit easier here. One more time, big inhale. And soften your knees down gently. Drop your hips here, rock a bit side to side, maybe higher, a little bit lower, a lot lower there, easy. Draw your shoulders down your back, open up. And keeping your knees on the ground here, shift up and back, your call if you want to rest in a nice child's pose, resting your head somewhere great. Or rolling up here, another way to sit that's easy, not painful. Not painful is a good starting place. Noticing how you feel. Lean to the side here until your hips come on down to the ground. Slide your legs around in front of you here. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. We're gonna go forward, but before you go forward, crawl yourself back. Big inhale, like opening a door. Easy, all the way up and over. And you don't just have forward as an option here. You've got the whole horizon. Everything here is forward, so don't forget about yourself over around one way or toward the other way. Might find something over here that needs some attention. Let yourself move from your middle as you explore around instead of walking with your hands around or your head around. If you want to look to one direction, see if you can look first with your middle moving and then the rest of you just has a look. Pretty nice. That way every movement, every moment becomes a healing process, a balancing process there. We're just moving better, using ourselves better, not getting worn out, not getting burned out, becoming more usable to ourselves, which also feels better. My goodness, how cool is that? Feel free to hang here as long as you like. If you like to roll down, take a rest here. Easy twist side to side, anything at all that's nice to open up any last bits or unwind any parts there that need some extra care. If you'd rather roll up to sit here, I'll join you in a little bit of simply breathing and being, noticing. Do what's best for you, of course, and always. If you're joining up right here, let your whole self soften. Just give in a little bit to your breath. Notice how when you do choose to soften, not just mechanically, but emotionally here, so much more becomes possible. Breath starts to literally move you. You don't feel like you're doing the moving. You're using your breath power here. You can feel as big time as opening a door instead of trying to pound through it with your fist all of the time, or your head, or whatever it is that you might do if you forget that there's simply an unlocked door handle. And that unlocked handle is simply softening. And then it's so great. You can open the door for yourself. The door simply is opened for you. And you might even have enough energy left over to open a door for someone else. At least bring your attention on what's happening with you and what's happening around you. Take a big inhale, reach up. Your palms together, plug on in here, really connect. Don't make this just a decoration. Plug in, thumbs to your heartbeat. Might feel something there. Your hands to your belly or just down. One breath, big inhale. Long exhale. Let everything go. And it's not over. Don't get off the hook that easy. So rolling around here, noticing what's going on with you. Letting yourself stay in this way of moving as best as you can, connecting your breath and body together in all you do, cruising up. And all the simple movements here, so your yoga practice doesn't need to be so different and special than your all the time practice. Your all the time practice becomes maybe a bit more special. So things can even out here a bit. So as you cruise around, just notice how you feel. Notice how you're moving here, easy. Can get better forever at moving well, so that's so promising. We can always make a better connection with ourselves. We can always make a better connection with those around you. And when we do, we feel better and more happens, which is great. So thank you so much for practicing here. I hope you feel a little bit more connected, better in some way, maybe encouraged to drop the rigidity, stress, and tension whenever you feel it coming on. Soften whenever you notice. Notice that door being opened right up for you. Notice your breath moving you. And of course, noticing how you feel. Most important. And take good care. Thank you for taking good care of yourself and those around you, and see you soon.